Alright folks, in this video we're going to be taking a look at Twisted Metal Head-On for the PSP being played on the PS Vita. The Twisted Metal series was very popular in the 90s with the PlayStation 1 console, and a lot of people loved that game. It was a car combat game, and it did come to PSP. It was one of the first PSP games that came out. I think it came out in the first or second year of the PlayStation Portable. And if you've seen my other videos on the PSP and the Vita, you know that I'm a big fan of the PSP. It got me through my college and a lot of boring days as well. So Twisted Metal Head-On is pretty much like a remake of the Twisted Metal 1 or 2, Twisted Metal 1 I think, on the PlayStation 1. And it translated very well to the PlayStation Portable, and it looks even better on the PlayStation Vita with the OLED screen. The colors really pop, and as you can see, the textures, while they aren't extremely sharp, they do the job. It still looks good. The art style really props up this game and makes it a joy to play even at this point. So let's just get into an endurance match here, or a challenge match actually. Play in Hollywood. It has a bunch of levels and a lot of, really cool characters. If you are into the Twisted Metal universe, you know that they have very unique looking characters and playstyles. Every car has a very, very unique feel to it. It has a different set of super moves. I think you could call them super moves that you can perform, and it also they also have finishers which you can perform, and some of the, or actually most of the environments are destructible. If you go to the Paris level, you can destroy the Eiffel Tower, which is really cool, and you can also destroy bridges and buildings while being in a very, very fast-paced, combat-oriented environment. The handling is really good once you get used to it. This is not a game that you can just pick up and play. You have to kind of learn the controls, because this is a little bit of an old school game where there's no lock-on targeting, so you have to follow your enemies and track them down and kill them with your weapons. So as you can see, I'm using my homing missiles over here, and this guy just caught me and wrecked me. So you do have to get used to it. There is a hard turn or a quick turn kind of mode where you hold your square button and you can just turn, aim, and shoot anybody. So it makes it like a first person or third person shooter. I would say Twisted Metal is, whoa, again. I'd say Twisted Metal is more of a third person shooter rather than a car combat game, because even though the cars control somewhat realistically, it's more of a fast-paced third-person shooter, and it feels really good. It feels really good, especially the environments. There are a bunch of hidden areas that you can go into. I haven't found a lot of them. I haven't played this game in a while, but as you can see, you can break into this garage over here, and sometimes there are teleporters that can take you into different areas, which turn into mini games. So basically, you can be teleported into a mini game, which would give your car upgrades. And yep, your car is upgradable in every match. There are a certain number of upgrades that you can achieve by killing your enemies. Oh, I failed to make that jump because I didn't boost, so let's take a track. The variety in weapons is great. The story mode is actually kind of interesting because it has cool music in it. The music is very, very good. Very good music. It really adds to the atmosphere. I'm trying to find out where my dudes are. While recording this, the gameplay is not that fun to watch because you have to really keep track of where your guys are out. But if you have a PlayStation Portable or a Vita, you guys should definitely check out Twisted Metal Head-On. An excellent game all around, and it's a shame that this kind of game, this kind of gameplay doesn't really translate well into the modern generation of consoles and portable players, but it's still a good throwback, very interesting to play. and it's by no means an easy game. It's very challenging even with the AI. It does have multiplayer in it. If you know how to set it up with your ad hocs and whatnot, I think you can do multiplayer. So this is Twisted Metal Head On, and if you like the video, go ahead and like it. If you dislike it, go ahead and dislike it. But as always, thank you for watching.